When your dog looks at you, do you know what they actually see? You probably think they see their owner, maybe their best friend. But the truth is, your dog has never once looked at you and seen a human the way you see yourself. What they see instead changes everything about how you should understand your bond with them. And most owners have no idea, which means they're interpreting their dog's behavior completely wrong. Let's start with what your dog really sees when they look at you. 1. They think you're part of their pack, but not the way you think. Have you ever heard someone say you need to be the alpha, the pack leader, the one in charge? That entire concept is actually based on outdated wolf studies that have since been completely debunked. Even the scientist who originally proposed the alpha theory, David Mech, has spent decades trying to correct the record. But here's what's actually happening. Your dog doesn't see you as an alpha, they see you as a family member. And according to research from Emory University, where scientists used MRI scans to study dog brains, the area that lights up when your dog smells you is the same area associated with love and attachment, not fear or dominance. When your dog follows you from room to room, when they wait by the door, when they rest their head on your lap, they're not submitting to authority. They're staying close to someone they're bonded to, someone they trust, and that trust isn't built through dominance. It's built through consistency, safety, and connection. Your dog doesn't need you to be their boss. They need you to be their anchor. And here's what most people never realize. That bond your dog feels with you, that deep attachment, actually rewires something fundamental in how they experience the world around them. Later in this video, we're going to explore what neuroscientists discovered about how your presence literally alters your dog's brain chemistry. And when you hear it, you'll never take a simple moment with your dog for granted again. 2. They can smell your emotions before you even feel them. Why does your dog seem to know when you're upset before you've even cried? Why do they press against your leg right before you have a panic attack? Most people think it's just intuition, but what's really happening is far more incredible. Your dog is reading your body like a chemical broadcast. Dogs have up to 300 million olfactory receptors in their noses. Humans have about 6 million. That means your dog experiences smell in a way you literally cannot comprehend. And emotions, fear, stress, happiness, sadness, they all release different chemical signals through your sweat, your breath, even the tiny changes in your skin. Your dog picks up on all of it. In fact, studies have shown that dogs can detect cortisol, the stress hormone, in human sweat with stunning accuracy. They don't just sense that you're anxious. They smell the exact moment your body starts producing the chemicals that come with anxiety. And here's the part that changes everything. When your dog comes over and leans into you during a hard moment, that's not random comfort. That's a deliberate response to a chemical shift they detected in you. They're not guessing, they know. Some dogs are even trained to do this professionally as psychiatric service dogs, alerting their owners to oncoming panic attacks, PTSD episodes, or blood sugar crashes. But even untrained dogs do it naturally because the instinct to respond to their pack member in distress is hardwired. So the next time your dog won't leave your side when you're feeling off, don't brush it off. They're not being clingy. They're reading you on a level most humans never could. 3. Your face means almost nothing to them. Have you ever noticed that your dog doesn't really stare at your face the way you stare at theirs? There's a reason for that. Your dog doesn't recognize you by your face, at least not the way you think. While humans are hardwired to recognize faces, it's one of the first things we learn as babies. Dogs don't process the world that way. To your dog, faces are just another part of the picture. They're far more interested in your silhouette, the way you walk, the rhythm of your movement, and the outline of your body. That's what they lock onto. Researchers tested this by showing dogs images of their owners, sometimes just the face, sometimes the full body, and the results were clear. Dogs recognized their owners far more reliably when they could see the whole person, especially from behind. Your walk, your posture, the way you move through space, that's your signature to them, and it doesn't stop there. Your dog also relies heavily on your voice. In a study from Budapest, scientists found that dogs have voice recognition areas in their brains similar to humans. They don't just hear your words. They recognize the tone, the pitch, the emotional texture of how you speak. So when you come home and your dog goes wild before they even see you, it's because they heard your car pull up, recognized your footsteps, and maybe even caught your scent through the door. By the time you walk in, they've already confirmed it's you 3 different ways. Your face is just the bonus. 4. They dream about you. Have you ever watched your dog sleep and seen their paws twitch, their nose wiggle, maybe even heard them let out a little bark or whimper? You probably wondered what they were dreaming about. Squirrels, food, running through a field. Here's what science says. They're probably dreaming about you. Studies on brain activity in sleeping dogs show that they experience REM sleep, the same stage where humans dream. And just like us, dogs replay their daily experiences while they sleep. According to Dr. Deirdre Barrett, a psychologist at Harvard Medical School, dogs most likely dream about their owners, the people they spend the most time with, the moments that mattered most during their day, that walk you took together, the game of fetch, the time you sat on the couch and they curled up next to you. Those aren't just forgotten moments. They're being stored, replayed, and processed while your dog sleeps. And if your dog twitches or moves in their sleep, that's them acting out those memories. It's called REM atonia, where the brain partially paralyzes the body to keep you from physically acting out your dreams. But it's not perfect. So those little paw movements, that could be your dog running beside you all over again. Think about that. You are such a central part of your dog's life that even in sleep, even in dreams, you show up. You're not just part of their day, you're part of their subconscious. 5. You make them feel actual love, not just attachment. Have you ever looked into your dog's eyes and felt something? Not just affection, something deeper, something that feels almost human. You're not imagining it, and neither are they. In a groundbreaking study from Japan, researchers measured oxytocin levels in both dogs and their owners during eye contact. Oxytocin is often called the love hormone. It's the same chemical that floods a mother's brain when she looks at her baby. And here's what they found. When you and your dog lock eyes, both of your oxytocin levels spike. Not just yours, both. That means the feeling you get when you look at your dog, that warmth, that connection, your dog is experiencing the same thing. It's a biological feedback loop of love. You look at them, they feel it. They look back, you feel it, and the cycle reinforces itself. This doesn't happen between humans and most other animals. It doesn't even happen between wolves and humans. This is something that evolved uniquely between dogs and people over thousands of years of living together. Your dog's brain has been shaped by evolution to bond with you in a way that mirrors human love. And here's the part that hits hardest. Your dog doesn't love you because you feed them. They don't stay because they have to. They bond with you because their brain is wired to feel connection, trust, and yes, love. And you are the target of all of it. So when your dog curls up next to you at the end of the day, when they rest their chin on your knee, when they follow you into the bathroom for the 10th time, that's not dependency. That's devotion. 6. They know when you're coming home. Have you ever had someone tell you that your dog started waiting by the door minutes before you arrived, even though you came home at a random time? It sounds like magic, but your dog isn't psychic. They're just that tuned into you. Dogs have an incredible sense of time, not the way we measure it with clocks, but through routine and pattern recognition. They notice when the light changes throughout the day. They track sounds in the neighborhood. They feel the rhythm of the household. And over time, they learn your patterns so well that they can predict your return. But it goes even further. Some researchers believe dogs can detect your scent trail in the air, and as the day goes on and your scent fades from the house, they know you're getting closer to coming back. It's not confirmed yet, but given what we know about their sense of smell, it's entirely possible. What we do know for sure is this. Your dog's entire day is shaped around you. You are the event they're waiting for. And the bond you share with your dog, it's not one-sided. It's not just you loving them. They are actively, biologically, emotionally invested in you. Your dog doesn't see a human. They see their family, their safe place, their whole world. And to them, you are worth waiting for.